All right, welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to talk about where to sell your Tesla or how to sell your Tesla and get the highest dollar value on it. I see these posts a lot on the Facebook groups that I'm on, so I'm just going to make a video about it. Hopefully, some knowledge on where to stop or where to go and the steps that I take to where I sold my previous Teslas. So, well, that's basically what we talk about. We're going to talk about where to sell your Tesla, or maybe you're trading up from a Model 3 to a Model Y or an S or the X. So where to sell your Tesla and get the highest value or highest dollars. So let's roll that intro real quick. All right, so welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. My name is Dennis, and I've had 3 Teslas so far: a Model 3, a Model Y, and a Model XS. And I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on a Tesla or selling your Tesla at the best possible price or just getting really good financing on a Tesla. So if you're interested in any of that, please hit that subscribe. All right, so I've had three Teslas: Model 3, Model Y, and a Model S. My first Model 3, I sold it private. I actually went on cars.com. That's kind of my first recommendation: taking a shot yourself, listing it, but don't take too long, right? Because the market is changing pretty quickly. 2023s are rolling, and especially right now. So list your car on sites on cars.com. You could take a shot, but don't wait too long. Maybe give it like 2 to 3 weeks at max. But the first place that I actually go is to go to sites like Car Buyer USA, and I go in, I put in my car. So let's say I have a Model S right now, like one I actually just sold very recently, 2022 Tesla Model S 4-door sedan, 6,500 miles. And let's just see what offer it gives you. So $84,000. Car Buyer USA is actually a wholesaler. They're kind of like CarMax, but they work kind of remote. They'll pick up the car from you, or you can bring it to one of their local spots. And they actually offer one of the higher values in comparison to what I've seen out there. So you can actually use this as a data point, as a baseline for what you want to actually sell your car for. So $84,000, let's say we're selling a 2022 Model S. So I would list it on a website like cars.com for 87, maybe 88, like at least 3 to 4, maybe even $5,000 more, because it has to make sense, right? It has to make sense for the time that you're going to put into it, the risk that you take with selling your car, because there could be some fake checks out there or dealing with some shady people. And you got to wait around for people to get approved or have cash and all that stuff. So it has to be worth your time. And that's why I say listing on sites like cars.com for 2 to 3 weeks is like max, because 2 to 3 weeks can be a lot of time burned. So if you aren't able to find a buyer, then just sell to Car Buyer USA and move on and be on your day. But if you're still wanting to take that shot, if you want to hold out for that, that sweet extra profit, this is a site that I've used. Actually, I listed my Model 3 on here and another vehicle on here. It's called Tread. So Tread, not sponsored by them in any sort of way. Tread is kind of like a website, like a shotgun type of website, in a sense that shotgun, weird, right? Shotgun, where you put your car information and data on here, and then it will go out. Well, first it will verify that you actually own the car, and then it will go out and list your car on these sites. You do pay a fee to use this kind of sites. Like I think right here, it's $99 or 1% of the selling price, but it's worth it because they basically facilitate the transaction for you, or they facilitate the communication. You can go on the platform and message all buyers from all these different websites in one place, and then you can try and lock down the sale and also sell the car. So this is a really good option. I really like the platform and the UI of it. So it's really simple to use, but this is like, if you still want to take a shot, but don't wait too long doing something like this, right? You still only want to really give this 2 to 3 weeks, because time is money. And also the market changes really quickly. So every month that you wait, the value of your vehicle could be going down as well. So at the end of the day, you should kind of have a stopgap. In a sense, you're just going to dump your vehicle or sell your vehicle to Car Buyer USA, but definitely not. Don't trade it into Tesla. If you're buying another Tesla, please do not trade it in Tesla. You can at least sell it on, list it on websites like Craigslist or even Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp. All these different sites are really good and that I've used to actually list my vehicles. But really, Tread and cars.com is a good database and website where I actually was able to sell those vehicles at. The last recommendation that I actually have is really just Facebook groups. I'm actually in a lot of Facebook groups, whether it's Model 3, Model Y, Model S, and even Model X. And this one right here that I pulled up specifically is actually Tesla for sale by owner, because a lot of Tesla owners buy another Tesla. So it's kind of like this reoccurring thing. And this one right now, 89,000 members are in here. So I mean, it's a good chance. Like if you put your vehicle on here, then maybe you'll find someone, or maybe you'll find your next car on here. So it's a pretty good group, but I would join all the different groups. There's a ton. So like Model Y group owners, there's probably a Tesla insert vehicle model, and then your location or city or state, and you'll be able to find someone as well. So definitely a really good resource. I go on these Facebook groups to look for cars to buy as well if I'm looking to get into one, but on another great resource as well. But there's also another one that I see a lot of people use that I've communicated with them a lot, but I've never really sold them a car. But this is Get Me the VIN, another wholesaler site, kind of just like Car Buyer USA. But they've seen every single time I shop them, it's always like a little bit lower than like Car Buyer USA or even some local dealers are at. And the other option is actually finding a mom and pop or used car only operation in your city or state. So if you're in SoCal or California, then you're getting a quick tip right here that STG Auto Group is actually a really good wholesaler buyer, because that's all they do is they do is sell used cars. They don't sell new cars, so they thrive on buying cars from people like you and me and then reselling. So I actually sold my last Model S to them here, and I actually wonder if it's actually still in inventory. But if you're interested, you can actually schedule a call with me and I can connect you to the buyer that you can text the VIN and all that stuff and actually get a quick answer to how much value they'll buy your car. So if you want to schedule a call with me, check out the link below in the description and the Calendly link, where you can actually schedule a call. It's a 15-30 minute call where you can ask me any questions one-on-one about buying a Tesla, selling a Tesla, or even financing a Tesla. And after you schedule the call, there's actually a link. You'll get a link to my buying guide that has links to all the resources that I use to get the best possible deal and really good financing. And right now, there's 4 credit unions on there, the lowest with 2.74% for 65 months. But you don't even have to do that. Just being here, watching, hitting the like, and definitely commenting. Commenting goes a long way. So thank you for that. But let's check it out, because I'm actually curious, like how many Teslas do they have now? Because for a while they stopped buying Teslas because they were a little heavy, I guess, as you like to call it, on some Teslas. So let's see if my Model S is. That would be crazy if my Model S is. No, so it's gone. I wonder where it went. So I had a 2022 Model S sold to them, kind of like this one here, but just not the same color. It had less miles, and this one's only at $95,000. They were trying to sell mine for a 102. So I wonder what happened. Hopefully they found someone to get into it, but definitely some really interesting stuff. All right, let's get into the comments. ZV, welcome back. Welcome back. Hope you're having a good night. The wholesale and retail are way off. Yeah, that's always going to be the case. You always have to be careful with that, because retail is what this dealership, like this is retail, what the prices that they're going to sell for. And unless you have your retail store and you have connections to getting your buyers good financing, you're not going to be able to sell it at that same price, or even, especially because some of these cars are reconditioned, where they have new tires, new brakes, or anything like that. Whereas a private seller, it's not necessarily the case as much. But definitely some interesting stuff. Hopefully this video was helpful on where to sell your car easy and get the most value dollar for a dollar for it. If you have any questions, just drop a comment down below. I'll try and get to it when I can. But thanks for watching this video. Please hit that like if you enjoy it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.